remember, the Lakers are back-to-back. They have a game in Minneapolis tomorrow night. They will get in at 4 in the morning, so perhaps Phil wants Kobe to be ready for tomorrow night rather than go back-to-back. Denver playing back-to-back in Oklahoma City last night as Carmelo Anthony was able to knock it down. The Nuggets beat the Thunder, coming from 13 down in the fourth quarter and led by Carmelo, who had 24 points. Renee blows the stuff. Anthony, yes, the long rebound handled by Carmelo, and he knocked down the jumper.
Yeah, that Pau Gasol should have gave the ball up to Sasha on that 2-on-1 fast break. They elected to keep the ball. Anthony doing a good job of stripping him.
George at his home earlier this week. Here is Carmelo Anthony teeing it up from downtown. Nene said when he saw George Karl maintaining his usual sense of humor, it made him feel better. Catch and shoot by Anthony for three. A long three for Carmelo Anthony, who is on fire. 4 of 5 from the field. He has 10 points. Carmelo shooting just around 30% from beyond that three-point line.
If they don't know the offense by now, they're never going to know it.
Carmelo Anthony adjusting to get that shot off, and he draws the foul, so he will have his first 2. Carmelo had a big first quarter, 10 points. Denver at 51 and 27. It's game 1 of a 3-game homestand out of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, who usually sees just spot activity, getting a little more playing time these days with the injury suffered by Bynum. Anthony, yes, he has that touch tonight. 13 points for Carmelo Anthony. Lawson with the lead. Anthony to the bucket, and he's hit by Benga.
That happens all the time.
As a head coach.
They always listen, Mark.
Isn't it a little perplexed when you hear Phil Jackson talk like this? This is a guy that has 10 championship rings, and he can't get his point across to a team that is the defending champion.
Well, he knows that they hear him, but sometimes they walk out on the floor, Rich, and then they don't do what he just got done telling them to do. So that's where he comes back with, hey, you're not listening to me. I told you they're going to go after strips and double team.
Artest hears it from the crowd.
He got caught in between. He didn't know if he wanted to dunk it or just lay it in.
Denver Nuggets 51 and 27. They've won 3 in a row after losing 5 of 6 games, with 4 of those losses on the road. And what a second quarter he has had. Anthony, yes, and a count. Carmelo Anthony will go to the line looking for a 3-point play. The foul on Artest, his first, and a timeout call. The Nuggets extend to 11.
Didn't you show me you had some tattoos like that up your leg?
I try to keep them
Concealed?
out of public eye.
Okay.
Do they kind of splinter apart because they don't have that leadership out there?
Well, tonight it looks like they're splintering apart, and this is when Lamar Odom, as we mentioned, and even Pau Gasol and Derek Fisher, who has 4 championship rings. This is a chance when guys need to step up and say, all right, Kobe's not around.
For the line, you see the Lakers struggling at 33% from the field in the first half, just 15 of 45, while the Nuggets 19 of 38, 50%, 8 3-pointers. Anthony with a foot on the line. It's a 2. Carmelo has brought the Nuggets within a point.
That's 2 layups that Farmer has missed point blank.
Anthony in the open court. Anthony battling to get that shot off. Carmelo Anthony has brought the Nuggets within 2.
I didn't think he needed the crossover. I thought he could have gone right to his right hand and taken it right to the basket.
See Odom closing out on Anthony, preventing that 3. Anthony on the drive. And scores. Carmelo Anthony. Coming up on 3 minutes to play here in the 4th, 3-point Laker lead.
And that's why Phil Jackson has that man, number 37, Ron Artest.
As Anthony for 3. The game is tied at 92. Lakers call for time.
And it's been a chess match, and Adrian Dantley moved his king first by bringing in Carmelo Anthony. 7 quick points off the bench for the Mellow Man.
Just under a minute to go in the fourth. Artest switched off to Billups. Anthony now played by Odom. Shot clock to 7. Anthony is fouled by Odom.
And what happens when you move Carmelo Anthony to that power forward position? It allows Ron Artest off of him to have Lamar Odom.
Oh, he got the roll.
Oh, a little bit of lady luck there tonight. In other words, it's saying, I'm tired of Charles and Kenny. I need a break. Assignment. Is that what you're saying?
There is another assignment.
Okay.
Getting involved with his baseball duties. So Carmelo Anthony hits on both. And the Nuggets now lead at 97-94. Down to 5. Down to 4. Down to 3. Down to 2. Fisher blocked by Carmelo Anthony, and the Nuggets pull it out. Derek Fisher, who has hit his share of game winners and clutch shots during the course of his career, could not get that one off.
Well, that makes you go back and look at it and say, should the team have taken a timeout, advanced the ball, and at least got into a set play they knew they were running? Basically, they went away from a guy who's got 26 points for him, Pau Gasol. Fisher tried to shoot it over the top of a much taller defender, Carmelo Anthony, a most difficult shot.
All right, here's another look as Anthony contests. And fortunate not to make contact. Would have been 3 free throws for Derek Fisher. Laker players not happy with that last possession, obviously. And the Nuggets win it 98-96. They go to 52-27. Lakers now 55-23. They have dropped 5 of the last 7 after winning 7 straight. Let's go to David Aldridge and Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo, last possession, contested the shot. What happened after?
I came down on Fisher's ankle, on his foot. Twist my ankle a little bit, but I'm glad we got the win tonight. That's all I can say.
For a guy who was unconscious 24 hours ago, you seem to come through it okay.
I was still a little, I still got a headache right now. It was pounding. I knew how important this game was, though. I could not play in this game.
You mentioned how important this game was with the West as tight as it is. You could finish second, you could finish 6th, you could finish 5th. Can you not afford to be out of any games now?
There's no margin of error right now. Coming down to the last 3 games, we got to win out.
J.R. Smith in the first half had a terrible night the night before, but came through tonight, gave you guys a great lift when you were struggling a little bit early.
Yeah, he bounced back, from last night, the game he had last night. He came in, knocked some shots down, gave us the lead, and we can build from that.
2 Advil usually work good on a headache.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Back to you, Marvin.
Is that a paid promotional announcement? Denver is now the number 2 seed.